Good afternoon to all. Okay, in yesterday class we have seen what is select query and how to run the select query in our DBMS. Okay, so that is SSMS. So our SQL Server Management Studio, right? So we have seen that, and today we'll go to the conditions. How to give a condition to our query and get a particular row or particular value by using where condition. Okay, so let's see how to do that. Okay, so first we'll see what is where class, and so that is a condition to giving class, right? So we can give our conditions, and we can get our data by using a particular condition. Okay, so the var class is used to filter the records. Okay, so the var class is used to extract only those records that fulfill a specific condition. Okay, and this is the var class syntax. Okay, so first we have to give select, and then we are going to give the columns. Okay, then after that, from, then we have to give a table name. Then after your table name you can pass the where condition here. Okay, so let's see. uh, okay, so here I just click new query. It's loading. Yeah, gotcha. So I'm going to use the PRAC database. Okay, so I'm just type use and PRAC, that is my database. So yeah, so I'm going, now I'm in PRAC, right? So here I'm going to use select star from customers. Okay, so in customers table I have inserted 91 rows. Okay, that is 91 records in here. Okay, so in customers table we have a customer ID, customer name, and customer, that is contact name, address, and their city, then also postal code and country also. Okay, so if I want to get what are the customers from USA, okay, so here I can use var class to grab only the USA customers. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so here just give var. Okay, after that give a space. Okay, then you have to give the column. Okay, here the USA in country column, that is field. Okay, so the column also called as field. Okay, so here we have USA in country column. Okay, so you have to give the column name, that is country. Okay, and simple, you have to give equal. After that you have to pass your country name, or like if it is Germany or USA, you can pass here. Okay, so here I'm going to grab USA, right? USA. Okay, so here you have to use single quotes for envar character. Okay, so you don't use double quotes. If you use the, it won't take as a envar character data type. Okay, so here you have to use single quotes, right? So I'm going to run this, hit F5. So now you can see here, and just a minute, I'm going to hide this window. Okay, so now you can see here there are 13 rows. Okay, so in country field, we have grabbed only USA customers. Okay, so we have 13 customers in USA. Okay, so you can filter your data by using where condition. Okay, so here I'm going to give Germany. Okay, okay, now you can see here, so there are 11 customers in Germany. Okay, so now I'm going to check country field. Okay, so here only the Germany is there, right? So you can use any column you want to filter. Okay, so if you want to get the quick stop customer name, okay, so if you want to print the quick stop customer names detail. Okay, just here pass customer name here, then give equal. Okay, inside the single quotes you have to pass the name, that is quick stop. I'm going to run this. So now you can get the quick stop customers entire record. Okay, so the customer is 70 and contact name is host class, and so this is address and city and postal code also. Okay, so you can use any column you want to filter here. Okay, so here I'm going to use city, then I just copy this, and here I'm going to pass the value. Okay, so it only returns what are the records in this city. Okay, so here we have only one record. Okay, then, and this is the purpose of where condition. Okay, so where condition is used to filter your records. Okay, so you can give your conditions. Okay, so it can be a string or a numbers. You can pass what column value you want, you can pass here. Okay, so just I'm going to run this, and now I'm going to pass numbers, right? So here I'm going to pass the 40 customer ID. Just give equal and paste 40. Okay, so the 40 is integer. Here you have not used quotes. Okay, so I'm going to run this. Now you get the 40 customer ID details. Okay, okay, so the where condition is used for getting filtered record. Okay, so you can pass your condition here, right? So let's see next topic. Okay, so the SQL and or and not operators. Okay, so we have also already seen in our Python class, right? So these are all logical operators. Okay, so this is used to pass you in Python. This is used to pass your conditions. Okay, so the compare, so it is used to make chain comparisons, like if we want to get the detail that is equal to 3 and not exceed to 5, you can use and operator, right? So in here, uh, so here we are using this logical operators in where conditions. Okay, so in where condition, here I have passed only one column. If I want to pass two or more filters, okay, so if you go with Amazon, so you can have more filter options, right? So you can filter regarding your price, you can filter regarding your uh, colors and sizes and discounts also. Okay, so in that way you can do here, right? So you can use an or and not operator to link more filters in where condition. Okay, So the where class can be combined with and or and not operators. The and or operators are used to filter record based on more than one condition. Okay, so the and operator displays a record if all the conditions separated by and are true. Okay, so the and condition is only displays when the both conditions are the all conditions getting true. It only prints that value. Okay, if anyone get false, it won't print any value, right? An or operator displays a record if any of the conditions separated by or is true. Okay, if we have separated five or more conditions in the or operators, if any one gets true, it prints the value, right? So that is the or condition. Okay, so the not operator displays a record if the condition is not true. Okay, so you know that not is the opposite character, right? So the not operator displays a record if the condition is not true. Okay, so these are the syntax for and or and not. Okay, so simple. In where condition, first we will give the column and equal that value, and after that we give and or. Okay, so after that give one more condition, then and then condition. That's all. Okay, so you can link what how many filters you want, you can link by using and or here. Okay, so let's see the examples. Okay, so first I'll print the customer values. Okay, so first I'm going to print country. Okay, so country equal to USA. So I'm going to run this. So now we get 13 records, right? So here, so I'm going to print in which customer is from San Francisco. Okay, so you can pass the city also in here. Okay, here I want to get both conditions are true. Okay, so here you can pass city equal to, inside the quotations you can pass San Francisco. Okay, so now you get the customers from USA, and also you can add one more filter, the customer who is from San Francisco in US country. Okay, so I'm going to run this. So there are only one customer from San Francisco and also USA. Okay, so the customer name is Let's Stop and Shop. That is the customer name. Okay, and this is the purpose of and. Okay, so and is used to uh, printing the result when the both conditions getting true. Okay, so let's see the same filter values with or. Okay, here we get only one value, right? So if we are using and, we get only one value, because so the and condition is uh, printing the result when the both conditions are getting true. Okay, so here I have use or. Now I'm going to run this. So now you can see here, so there are 13 records. Okay, so because if any one of them getting true, it will print all the records. Okay, so when the uh, any one of the conditions getting true, the or condition, the or logical operator will print the all records. Okay, so if you can see here, so the USA and San Francisco, so USA get trued and San Francisco get true in only one row. Okay, so but If you go with USA, it gets true in 13 records. Okay, so that's why it prints 13 values. Okay, and it is the purpose of OR. Okay, so let's see not operator. I'll show the same condition here in front of this. Just I have put not operator. Okay, so I'm going to run this. So now you can see here, so there are 78 rows. So, okay, so it prints the remaining countries. Okay, so it won't print USA. Okay, so it prints and the remaining countries. Okay, so it won't print the USA because so the not is used to print the opposite values. Okay, so it won't print USA, right? Okay, so that's why we are getting Spain, France, Brazil, Sweden, okay, Germany. Okay, now you can see here you can't find any USA in this record, right? So okay, so this is the purpose of an or and not condition, not operator. Okay, so we can use on the operator where we have to uh, filter both records are getting true. We can use and operator. Okay, so if we want to print either one of the record has getting true, that's enough. Okay, so we can use or operator. Okay, if I want to print the remaining records, okay, so the opposite records, right? So the opposite records uh, from my condition, so I can use not operator. Okay, so this is the difference between these three operators. Okay, so let's see the next topic. Okay, so next is the SQL order by keyword. Okay, so the order by keyword is used to getting your result in ascending and descending order. Okay, so you can pass one or more columns in order by class. Okay, so the order by keyword is used to sort the result set, that is your printing screen. Okay, so in ascending or a descending order. So the order by keyword sorts the record in ascending order by default. Okay, so if uh, we are not give any ascending or a descending condition in order by statement, okay, so it automatically prints ascending order. Okay, so if we go give if we want to print descending order, we have to uh, mention that. Okay, so the short the to sort the records in descending order, use the DESC keyword. Okay, so the syntax is simple. Okay, so you have to add your order by class in end of your program, that is end of your query. So if you are using var class, you have to use the order by class in end of that var condition. So simple, you have to use your order by keyword in end of your queries, right? So let's see a couple of examples uh, using order by keyword. Okay, so let's move on to here. So first I'm going to just print select star from customers. Okay, so just I'm going to run this, or let's take the minimum record table. Okay, so I have employee that has only, so the table have only some 4 or 5 records. Okay, so it has only 6 record. Okay, so here just you can give order by. Okay, so just you can give order by, and you have to give space here. Okay, so after that you have to mention your column. Okay, so in when or in which field you are going to uh, order. Okay, so here I'm going to give last name or first name. So I'm going to give just first name. here. Okay, so it is prints the column. Okay, so based on first name field. Okay, so I'm going to run this. So now you can see here, so it gives a result in ascending order automatically. Okay, um, if you want a descending, you have to mention here. Okay, so now you can see here, I have uh, I have gave a first name. Okay, so it prints ascending order A to N, right? So here I'm going to change the column name into last name. Okay, so now I'm going to run this. So now you can see here, so last name is changed into ascending order, right? So you can also print your integer and float values by using order by. Okay, so here I'm going to give employee ID. Okay, so now you can see here, so it prints ascending. Okay, so and also you can print your date in ascending and descending order. Okay, so here I'm going to change birth date. Okay, so I'm going to run this. Now you can see here the 8/12/68, it is in first. Okay, so I'm going to run this. So now you can see here the 69 is first, and 69, 68, 58, and 28. Okay, so it is based on this value, right? It is based on date value. Okay, okay, first it prints 2 and 8, 9, and then 19, and then 19 and 30. Okay, it prints on prints based on dates, right? Okay, so let's see how to print a descending value, DSEC. Okay, just that is correct, DESC. Okay, DESC. Okay, so we can give a small letter and capital letter also. Okay, because SQL is not case sensitive, right? Okay, so I'm going to run this. So now you can see here, so it prints ulta, right? So it first we get 30 and 90 and 90 and 9 and 8 and 2. Okay, so here I'm going to give employee ID. Okay, I'm going to run this. So now you can see here, so it prints descending order, right? It prints in descending order, right? So here I'm going to give first name. Okay, so now you can see here, so the A is in lost and N is in first. Okay, so you can use order by in the end of your program. If you want to give a condition or a filter here, so you can pass your filter in front of your order by class. Okay, so where, okay, so here you can pass your condition. Okay, so I'm going to give the birth date. Okay, and here they are just printing the dates, okay, in string. Okay, so if you take the data type, okay, in SQL, so you have to give the year is first and month is second and date is third. Okay, so that is the format of SQL. Okay, that is a format for data type, date and time in SQL, right? You have to give like 220, that is date, and after that you have to give hyphen, then after that you have to give the month, and after that you have to pass the date, right? And this is the format of dates in SQL. Okay, here they are passing just a string. Okay, and this column is contains n bar character value only. Okay, so here I have not declared data type. Okay, so date time data type. Okay, so here I have declared only the envar character data type in the birth date field. Okay, if you declare a data type in date and time, you have to pass your date. Like first you have to give the year, and second you have to pass your month, and third you have to pass your date by the segregation of hyphens. Okay, so then here I'm going to give birth date. Okay, then here I just pass, then 09. Okay, so and also I'm going to copy this. So then here I just pass or, because I'm going to print the both values. Okay, so if we give unfunction, okay, so what are the records have satisfied the both condition, it only prints that record. Okay, so here I'm going to pass the birth date. Okay, so here I give 30 3863. Okay, 3863. So I'm going to run this. So now you get two values, right? Okay, so now you get two values. So now I'm change the or into and. I'm going to run this. I don't get any value because it checks each rows and each records. Okay, so what are the records have satisfied that both conditions. Okay, so here there is no record have satisfied the both conditions. Okay, so that's only, it won't print any values in here. Okay, so if you give or, you can get both values. Okay, the or is used for getting the values even uh, any one of the condition has satisfied or has trued. Okay, then you can use order by class in all the way to the to end of your queries. Okay, that's all. Okay, so next we'll go with null values. Okay, so a field with the null value is a field with no value, right? So if any cells has no value, okay, so the SQL takes as a null value. Okay, in Python, uh, we are using none value, NONE, that is none value. Okay, if we have no values in variable, or if we have no values in any of the conditions, okay, that value is takes as a none value in Python. Okay, so if here, if any values in cells or any values in records, okay, so that cell, that particular cell is called as null values. Okay, it, if a field in a null, okay, sorry, if a field in a table is optional, it is possible to insert a new record. Okay, so we can insert a record in null values. Okay, so because there is no values in here, right? So we can insert new value or new record or update a record without adding a value to this field. Okay, so then the field will be saved with the null value. Okay, so these are the conditions. If don't want to print the null values, okay, we don't need to take null values, right? So the null value is empty cells. Okay, so we don't want that, right? So if you want to print without null, you can use the second statement, that is not null syntax. Okay, so if you want to take what are the uh, cells having null values, you can use the above one. Okay, so simple, you can pause select column names and from table name, and after that pass where, okay, so pass where your condition, okay, that is column name, and simple you give this null, okay. Okay, so let's see. So here I'm going to create some I'm going to create on a table with null values, and I'll process to update and insert that value, so that a table, right? So okay, so let's see how to create a table with null values. Okay, so create table. Just here I'm going to give uh, two columns. Okay, one is id, that is int, and comma, then second one is name. Okay, so that is envar character, comma, and city, that's also envar character. Okay, so here you have to give your table name. Okay, and here I'm going to give just test. Okay, so I just run this. Okay, so now we get the table, right? So I'll show one more method to insert your data. Okay, so just before that you have to refresh your server and click databases, and after that you have to click your database. Okay, and use tables. Okay, here you have to click tables. Now you can see your table. Okay, so just right click your table and give edit top 200 rows. Okay, now you can see your table fields: id, name, city. Okay, so here it shows null, right? So here we have not inserted any value in here, right? So now I'm going to insert some values. Okay, so here I give 1, and here I give Shankar. Okay, and I'm going to here. Okay, the no row was updated. Okay, so just I give tab. Okay, and here I going to pass some value. For city is envar character, I'm going to give some this colony. So the data in row 1 was not committed, error source. Okay, okay, so I'm going to delete this. So just I reopen the field. Okay, it's getting error. So because of okay, so let's see the traditional way to create a table. Okay, so sorry, to insert a table, and here I'm going to insert into my table name is test. Okay, so and this method I'll show later. Okay, so here we can add 1,000 or more records in a single click. Okay, so you can give your records in same way to your excel sheet. Okay, what are the columns in here, you can create your records in your excel sheet. and simply you can copy and paste here, right? So I'll show it later. Okay, so here we'll see the insert into command, that is test. Okay, so test, insert into test, right? So here we have id, name and city. Okay, then I'm going to add values. So the file comma, then here I'm going to pass envar character and comma city is Palani. Okay, so you can add multiple values. Okay, so just you have to give comma and then you can pass your values in here. Okay, you can add multiple records. Okay, so and here give 13 comma Dinesh. Okay, then comma here and Coimbatore. Okay, so simple. So instead of Coimbatore, and here I'm going to pass null. Okay, so then I'm going to run this. So string or binary data would be truncated. Okay, so during insertion you cannot pass a value as a null. Okay, so here you have to pass the data. Okay, so then I'm going to run this. So the binary data would be truncated. There is some error in my table. Okay, I select and cut, and here I'm going to take a script that is created to new query editor. Okay, so and it helps to take your create query from your next from your existing table. Okay, so just right click your table and give script as, then you have to give select create to. Okay, that's all. So now you can get the create query for your existing table. Okay, so you can use the same query into create the same set of fields and set of data types in different database. Okay, and it helps to take your table. Okay, so it gets late. So generating script list, open editor window. Okay, so stop. Yes. Okay, so let's create one more table. Okay, that is test one. Here we have to mention table. Here I'm going to pass ID, that is int. Okay, then here I'm going to pass name, that is n var char, and you can use maximum here. Okay, so you can use max and give comma, then city, that is n var char, and here you can also use max instead of 250. Okay, just hit enter or hit F5, right? So hit F5, your table has created, and going to refresh it. Okay, so I don't want that test table, right? So here I'm going to drop table test. Yeah, commands run successfully, and now we get select star from test one. Okay, so I'm going to run this. So now we get the same columns, right? So id, name, city. Okay, so I'm going to insert some value. Okay, so here insert into test one, right? So then I have changed try to give a null value here. Okay, two rows are affected. Okay, so here I have inserted a null value. Okay, here okay, so in Shankar's record, so just select star from test one, then run this. So you can see here there is a null value, right? So here you can insert a new value, or you can update the value. Okay, so let's see the is null and is not null statements. Okay, so here you can give var condition. After that you can pass city and just give is null. Okay, so this query only prints what are the columns having, or what are the cells having null value. Okay, so I'm going to run this. So now you can see here the Shankar has null value, right? Okay, it prints only the null value. Okay, so it helps to if you take a company, or if you take some billing process. Okay, so some of the column has not filled it. Okay, so that columns are null values. Okay, so if you using is null condition, you can grab the records, what are the records are in null condition. So sorry, null value, what are the cells having null value. Okay, then you can update by each one, or you can update whole cells in single shot by using is null operation, right? Then here I'm going to just give is not null. Okay, so I'm going to run this. Now you can see here, so the Dinesh has no null value in his record, right? Okay, so the is null is used to printing what are the records has null value. Okay, so what are the ct. Okay, so what are the lines are in. Okay, so what are the cells are in null value, you can get the value by using is null. And if you don't want to print null values, you can use is not null. Okay, so that's all. So thank you all. Do you have any doubts? Please text me, right? So I hope you all have installed your MS SQL in your system, right? So do practice. Okay, so thank you so much, and we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you all.